what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to get ready for round 7 of the 2019-20 Exhibition Series of the Nations Cup Season 3 on Gran Turismo Sport. Now we are racing at Dragon Trail Gardens for 18 laps, and we are going for a Group 2 racing category for today. Now, this is going to be quite getting started out to take the full straights that this boat might have some few handling skills to be on the corners. But this is going to be quite going super fast. Will might be taking the good balance of the mobility skills to perform. Now I'm about to get started to use the Nissan Moto AU-TEC GTR 2016 with my very own library design. But this wheel might have the balance of performance regulations that this wheel might suit it up to be ready to go. But this looks all 100% on the power and weight as a 2016 Super GT 500 race car. But this is going to be quite changed differently for the 2008 season that this wheel might be prepared. So before enjoying watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy anytime you want for the entertainment. So let's go and get ready to race, and let's get it started. This will be the choice of a tire selection that this is going to might need to take by 3. So I hope this is going to be quite very determined for having a requirements that this boat might works perfectly on the track. But this is going to be quite getting the efforts that this will might have that durability that this will might perform. So here we go, folks. This race is about to begin, so let's do this. Here we go, folks. It's round 7 of the 2019-20 Exhibition Series of the Nations Cup. So it looks like this is going to be getting on for a Super GT 500 race. So it looks like one guy, TD, is taking first place in the Lexus RCF. Bob Will GTU in second place in the Nissan GTR. Third place is CJR 2010 with a BIC Nissan GTR. Fourth place is Posse 420 in the Raybrake NSX Concept 2016. Fifth place is Ayakai in the Rockstar Energy Drink Nissan GTR. Sixth place is Gothic Explorer in a Live Custom Nissan GTR. Seventh place is Blue Falcon 2828 in the Nissan GTR 2008. Eighth place is Within Striking D in his Purple Chrome GTR. Ninth place is RCF Canaris 06. 10th place is Harris 28T in the AU Toms RCF. 11th place is Rockability Outlaw in the Nissan GTR 2016. 12th place is Roll with GT7 in the Manoa Lexus Toms RCF. 13th place is Indy 500 miles in the 2016 Nissan GTR. 14th place is myself in the UDRS Insport-Tech GTR. 15th place is Corona Expert Library is the MM Columby in the SC430. 16th place is Grueling A Mach. 17th place is Battle Tug 13 in the Nissan GTR 2008 season. 18th place is RCR 29 KHI 33 in his custom library 2008 GTR. 19th place is Multiple Life in the 2016 GTR. And last place is TTB Kibble TT in a Red First American Theme Library Nissan GTR. Well, I hope this is going to be getting started out to commence for the grid starts, but false start check is about to get prepared to be giving a 1 standby moment for taking the 5 seconds that this is going to have to take. Here we go, folks, waiting for the green light to be on the go, and we are going underway. Now it's going to be quite taking the best choice that this will might be recommended. Depends that this is going to be quite giving a good credibility that this one might take the first turn. It looks like this is going to be a very tough collision. Just be very careful, folks. this is going to be a very tough risk, so try to be very respectful. And oh man, looks like this is going to be a massive collision, that this is going to be getting a little bit nearly closer. It takes it. Oh man, looks like I just got hit, and this is going to be given under investigation that this wheel might be seized in for that moment. That was going to be quite very intense, but this is where it all starts out, that this is going to might need to take the balance race, that this will might take responsibility, that this will might have a few damage, that this will might take the good error in check. Now it looks like yellow flag just definitely might be calling in 5 seconds ago, but this will might take automatically repairs, that this will might be given a good balance to be back on track. But this is going to be a one fierce battle, that this is going to be taking a lot of rush to take. But this is going to be quite taking the loosen up on the edge, because Group 2 is going to have to take on the garden layout track of Dragon Trail is going to be prepared. Learn the corners of the overcome to have that capability, but this is going to be given the best handling performance, that this will might have the best tire choice to be used. Now, looks like this is going to be taking the final turn, and oh man, looks like this is going to be quite giving to see how Rockability Outlaw just got honed in to do it. He will had to catch up to him. It looks like one driver to be in the pits, that this will might change up to a different compound tires, that this will might need to have a better capability to have that better ways to do it. Now, looks like it's going to be quite taking on to see how this struggle goes on, but this is definitely might be given a well-determined between the 2016 and the 2008 Super GT 500 seasons. Is definitely might be battling out, that this will take the rush. End of the first lap, now going in for the second lap. But I guess that this is going to be quite pretty intense to see how every racer could probably might need to do everything they get. But they will be having some 20-second penalty at the finish line, so just gonna have to try to be very careful whenever there's gonna be a little issue for having a little bit hard time to see it. And oh man, it looks like this is gonna be giving a little bit tap on the push to see it, so hope this is gonna be giving that front bumper damage whenever I'm about to try to be very exercise caution to be on the corners, while other racers are in the rush, that this is going to be taking a lot of few perfections, that this will might need to take time to do a chance. Now coming in onto the first place, Bob Will GTU is taking the lead. He will do perfectly for his best, folks. He will might be given the best runs, that this will might be going in to do it. And oh man, looks like this is going to be quite giving a hard time, that this is going to be quite giving a hard push. Now it definitely might be a drama out there, but one racer has definitely left the race, but this is going to be quite taking the consequences of their actions, that this is going to be quite very intense to see it. But it might be giving a little bit hard time to see it, but don't get exit out. That will might affect the ratings, that this will might need to go again to go back onto the daily race. Now looks like Gothic Explorer is taking second place, and followed by Arcia Kane 06 is now in third place. And now this is definitely might be quite coming in to see how this is definitely might be getting a hard battle that might go on to do it. But it still takes some time to keep up the pressure work, but this is going to be taking a lot of will determined, because every race always has a dirty moment, so just definitely might need to find a good following up step of the directions that this is going to might need to take. Now it looks like I'm about to be coming in to overtake Rockability Outlaw, but it's definitely might be giving yellow flag, that this is definitely might be taking a lot of few caution, that this will might be take some few recoveries. But it takes plenty of aggressive, so just try to have to keep it well managed to do it. But this is going to be quite giving a lot of possibilities, that every Super GT 500 is definitely might be given the time to be on this race. It looks like Komabubi is now coming back in onto the pits. Now it is definitely might be giving a one emergency tire change to have a one situation, that this is going to be taking a lot of times to be determined. But it's going to be taking a long ways to be back onto the group. Looks like Rockability Outlaw just definitely might be loosening up, and oh man, looks like TTP Kibo PG just definitely might be lost out of control with his Nissan GTR. Now it's going to be quite very intense to see it there, but this round is going to be quite very difficult to get. Now looks like, hope this is going to be quite giving a few check to see how Posse 420 is now definitely might be going on to 14th place. And it looks like XX underscore smoke for life. XX is now definitely might be lost the grip and mistakenly off the track and now going back onto the tarmac. But it's going to be quite getting a little bit closer it gets. So looks like AI Guy is now definitely might be taking a little slow recovery time that this will might get back on the run. This will might stay in 15th place, but he will might catch up to my current position. But it's going to be a Super GT 500 dogfight in this race, folks. So I hope this is going to be taking a lot of skills that this wheel might need to take. But the struggle is going to be taking a lot of stability that this wheel might need to take. Better have that traction controls to set to 1. But if possible that this wheel might be stay in 0, that this wheel might be going on the upper hand. Getting closer in to catch up onto Posse 420, but this is definitely might be taking a few turns that this wheel might be keep it a well balancing skill that this wheel might have to take. Catching up onto Wide Guide TD for Posse 420. Hope this is going to be taking a lot good oversteer with his Ray Brake NSX, but this is going to be quite getting stronger between the Nissan GTR or the RCF is definitely might be quite giving a well challenging match that this is going to be taking a lot of few handling showdowns that this is going to might have to take. Getting a lot of few turns, we're going in on the right turn to be on the handling ways to keep it up. Inside turns always giving a good perfection that this will might have the best ways to do it. Now it looks like Bob Wheel GTU is now definitely might be in second place and RCF Canais 06 is now definitely in the lead. RCR 29KHI33 is in third place, but this is going to be getting closer to see how the top three is battling out that this wheel might be keeping in for having a 1 few length of the distance that this is going to be taking a lot of pressuring up that this wheel might go in whenever there's an apex that this wheel might be having the best chance. But it's definitely might be giving a lot of required turns to take the inside. Getting a little bit few closer onto the group, but the chase is still going on to take that pressure up on it. Hope I could probably might have a best way to keep going, where I'm about to have a 1-step distance to catch up onto Posse 420's position. Now this is definitely might be giving a good look to see how the fastest lap has definitely might be taking on to see it. Now RCF underscore Canais 06 has definitely might be set a new time for only 1 minute and 25.248 seconds. He did a very good job for taking a good fastest runs by taking the struggle due to the collision effect that this is going to be quite very tougher it is. But it's going to be quite taking some time for only Super GT 500 during this competition in this round. This is going to be taking a lot of few effort close out there that this will might have a racing medium compound tires that this will might have a 1 moderation check that this is going to might have to take to do it. It's going on to take the 7th lap. This will might be keeping in for only 11 laps to go. Going in onto the upper steep hill turns onto the upper corkscrew that this is going to be keep it right onto the main straight that would be on the first part. Getting a little bit closer onto Posse 420 by only 1.2 seconds. This is going to be taking that hairpin that this wheel might be given the best chance. Yellow flag just called in and looks like Grueling Amok is now definitely might be stopping out in 10th place. Now, hope this is definitely might be getting a little investigation to see in the way. Indy 500 miles is definitely in 10th place. This is going to be getting a lot of heated chase going on, folks. but it's definitely might be getting a new bike closer it takes. But the group itself for this part of the round is about to get a little bit separate, but this wheel might be taking a lot of wheeling distance that this wheel might be on the rush to catch up on it. Taking onto the final turn, and this is going to be getting the one step onto the blind corner to take the final turn to be going in, and this wheel might go for the next lap. Now currently on to lap number 8, only 10 more to go, but this is going to be quite getting a lot of few racing strategies that this wheel might have one pit stop for use. Other drivers have the problem with the tires. That wheel might be giving the best ways to perform it to do it. Now looks like this is going to be quite giving a slow down time for Indy 500 miles. Looks like he's having a little bit hard issue with his Nissan GTR, but this is going to be getting a little bit steeper closer out there. Looks like he's in ghosting mode, and this wheel might brings him back onto his current space. And oh man, it looks like this is going to be giving a little bit hard time to keep it well controlled on it. Gonna try to keep it well endured. Now it's gonna be quite very close whenever it depends if there's gonna have a penalty that this wheel might comes out of the result at the end of the race. But it's gonna be quite taking a lot of few risks that this is gonna might need to slow down. Now looks like this is gonna be staying on the maintain focus in case that whenever it has to loosen up on the control, it might be needed to get back on track. Now it definitely might be pretty tough, folks, so I hope this is definitely might be to see how every racer or definitely might be trying to keep it up, but it's going to be quite getting a little bit too aggressive out there. But this is definitely might be giving the ways that this wheel might have that tires to be changed up to be in the pits. This one might push back me in onto 12th place, and temporarily that this is going to be in 13th place. Now on to the 9th lap. Rockability Outlaw passes me, and Posse 420 as well. This is going to be giving a one tough chase that this is going to be taking on to the second turn that this wheel might be keep it in by having a left, right, and left turn that this is going to be giving a one direction step for another. Getting a little bit pressure onto the brakes. And it looks like this is going to be giving a little single hit on Posse 420. But this is going to be keeping in for a little reminding check that this wheel might be having a collided with another vehicle, that this is going to be giving a one warning tip that this wheel might needs to be exercise caution. Looks like Posse 420 is now going in to be on the overtake to pass Rockability Outlaw's position, and now he is in 12th place. But this is going to be getting in to take one pit stop that this wheel might be needed for use. But it's going to be getting a little bit nearly close. Smoke for Life is now definitely might be passing me on to the final corner, and this is definitely might be giving his best ways to keep going forward. But this time, it's going to be quite getting in onto the pit stop that this one might have one time for use. Gonna have to keep using the racing medium tires. It's going to be quite getting a one balancing situation that this wheel might needs to take plenty of spare fuel that this wheel might get ready to move on to get back on the run. It's going in to take the first turn to catch up onto Battle Tug 13's position, but it's going to be quite getting close. Now looks like onto the top 3 drivers is continuing on in the next lap before lap 11. Gothic Explorer is going faster to be in 2nd place, and DJR 2010 in 3rd place. These 2 drivers are definitely might be going in onto the top 3 finish to catch up onto RCF_Kenese 06 leading position that this is definitely might be getting a little bit nearly closer to take. Total gap distance when I'm in 16th place is going to be taking a lot of few running times that to be going on by 54.682 seconds on the gap distance up ahead. But still trying to keep it up, but it's definitely might be giving a lot of few racing mobilities that this wheel might need to take the chances to perform. Looks like this is going to be quite going in onto 11th place. This is definitely might be taking the limits that this wheel might keep a pressure off on it. But this is going to be a very tough race, folks. It's going to be super fast, but plenty of corners is going to be quite giving the edge that this wheel might have the inside performance that this wheel might be needed to take. Now it looks like RCF_Kenny's has definitely took the fastest lap for only a minute and 25.55 seconds. But this is going to be quite getting closer that this wheel might have a good, perfect fastest lap to be well achieved. It looks like Bob Wheels GTU is back on to third place. He is going faster it takes to catch up onto the other top two drivers are now going in. But this wheel might have to take one overtake for the chance. Rockability Outlaw just definitely might be lost control with his Nissan GTR. But it's going to be quite getting a little bit more pressure up on the right turns on the freestyle. It's going to be taking a few space to take. Looks like Rockability Outlaw is coming to catch up onto my current position. It's going to be quite taking on the blind corner at the last turn. This is going to be taking a few straight that this wheel might be taking easy in for it. Now it's going in onto the 12th lap, but still taking a long chase to catch up onto Battle Tug 13th positions is going to be quite taking a long ways to go. Going in onto the second turn, and this wheel might take the turn 3, will go in to be on the first part of the straight that this is definitely might be getting onto the approaching in onto the hairpin. Columbury is definitely might be taking on in 13th place, but he will still try to keep it up. It looks like Rockability Outlaw passes me onto the hairpin at the turn, but this is definitely might be taking a few speed that this wheel might be coming up to keep it well positionized that this wheel might be having a chance to be in the comeback run. And it looks like Gothic Explorer is coming back onto third place, and Bob Wheels GTU is in the lead. Now it's going to be quite getting in to see how the top 3 drivers will be giving a one random chance to see which one of the players is now going to be in the rush to take plenty of perfection skills that this is going to be needed to take. But it's going to be a full lineup separate between Super GT 500s are being running around onto the Dragon Trail Gardens. It definitely might be quite giving a few turns that this wheel might need to do some more training to do. But it's only just for the competition, but it's going to be quite very grueling that this is going to might need to take a lot of pressure up on it. RCR29KH I33 is in third place. Both RCF_Kenny's 06 is now definitely might be keeping up the state defendant in second place. This is going to be giving a lot of struggling in to see how the top 3 drivers are still definitely might be going on to take the battle, might be getting in by the chance. Looks like Battelle Tug is now definitely might be going in to catch up onto Rockability Outlaw's position. It's going to be getting a little bit few turns that this wheel might have to going on after the right turns is going to be quite giving a strong grip to perform. Going in onto the final corner of the blind layout is going to be quite getting in, and there's the yellow flag has definitely might be giving the signal call to go in. Now, hope this is definitely might be see how Smoke for Life is going in for the pit stop. But this will might have one good running chance to be in 14th place. Only 4 more to go, folks. This is going to be taking a lot of super challenging rush that this will might have a good turns to be keep it in for having a few strategies to have a long way to go. But looks like Grueling Amok is definitely might be going on to stay on in 12th place. But he is going to be giving us one chance to catch up to the rest. But it's going to be getting a little bit more grueling lineup that this is going to be taking a lot of fastest ways to be on the progress. It looks like RCF is now definitely might be going in to be in 4th place. And Bob Will GTU just beat a new fastest lap time by 1 minute and 24.575 seconds. Now that was going to be quite very impressive to see it. Now it looks like Smoke for Life passes me on before approaching in onto the right turn handling freestyle to be giving the ways to make one open space that this might be given a good chance to perform for him. Going in onto the final corner in the blind spot that this is going to be taking a one good step of the direction. Now it's going to be quite good to see the number of laps will be remaining for going in. So lap number 15 is about to be getting closer for only 3 more to go. This is definitely might be doing better to have much better capability to be on the way in. Patel Tug 13 passes me onto the second turn, but this is going to be quite giving the upper hand for the 2008 Super GT 500 Nissan GTR is overtaking a 2016 season. This is going to be taking a long rush that this is going to be quite going in to see it. But this is definitely might be catch up the distance, but it's going to be quite going harder it takes. Try to keep it well maintained on it. Stepping in onto the right turn to keep it up to have much insides to perform. And now it looks like this is definitely might be going in before reaching up onto the 16th lap. And let's see how this is definitely might be going on for the top 3 drivers in the current lap. Now DJR 2010 is now definitely might be stay on the fastest rush to be in 2nd place to catch up to Bob Will GTU. Bob Will GTU is taking the lead, so this is definitely might be quite getting in to have a lot of fastest runs to be taking a lot of good progress that this is definitely might be giving a good Super GT 500 race to go in. Now DJR 2010 just took the new fastest lap time for 1 minute and 24.538 seconds. Now that is going to be quite taking a lot of good time lap that this will might keep going faster to take. But it's going to be quite very determined for the top 3 drivers will might be taking in to beat the most fastest lap time. Will they might be having some few other drivers that this is going to might need to take for having a lot of good progressions that this is going to having a hard time to beat any player's most fastest lap time. And oh man, it looks like Smoke for Life just lost his control and getting a little bit spin out, and this is going to be getting in onto 15th place for UTRS Insport Tech. GTR is going to be taking on for the rush to catch up onto Battelle Tug 13's current position. But now only few drivers are currently in onto the 17th lap. Behind drivers are about to be approaching in onto the next lap is going to be taking a few times that this is going to be taking some few speed that this group might get plenty of it. It's going to get a little bit heated up on it for only having a 1 falling up on the trail that this will might be having a ways to see to check on any cautions that this will might be having in for. Battelle Tug 13 is definitely might be back on the track, and oh man, it looks like he's definitely might be getting a little bit loosened up on the control. That's going to be giving the best time for me to be in 14th place. Now catching up onto Indy 500 miles in the next run, and this is going to be quite getting closer before taking the final lap. This is going to be quite giving the impressive moment for every Super GT race that this is going to be quite getting a lot of few mobility that this boat might be taking a lot of progress to perform. But this is going to be getting a little bit nearly there. But this race is about to be over very soon. This will be the 17th freestyle right turn that this is going to be keep it in for having a one good steady effect. So hope this is definitely might be getting closer. But the final lap is already there, and the last place behind drivers might be getting the best way to proceed to go forward. So hope this is definitely might be pretty good to see RCR 29 KHI 33's leading position by taking the new fastest lap time for 1 minute and 24.129 seconds. Now that is going to be very incredible for him. He is going in to take the lead, and this is going to be his winning spot, folks. This is going to be quite very good to see it. The spectators are really going to see the best part that this is going to be quite getting in. Patel Doug 13 passes me onto the second turn, but this is going to be getting his best ways to be catching up on it. But this is going to be quite getting a lot of impression out there. So here comes the final stretch, folks. RCR 29 KHI 33 is about to going in, and he has finally win. RCR 29 KHI 33 has finally won first place of the 2019-20 Exhibition Series of the Nations Cup. He's finally done it, folks. He has finally done it. DJR 2010 has finally made it in second place. Bob Will GTU in third place. Everybody is about to proceed to go into the finish line. But this is going to be quite super challenging for this race. But it's going to be quite very tough where it takes to do it. But there will be having some different results that this might be giving the main outcome to give it all. But this is definitely might be taking a lot of better risks to try to keep it well pressured up to have that better mobility to do it. Now that was a very tough, challenging race. So I hope this is definitely might be giving the best ways to have the 20-second penalty due to the accidental mistakes. But it's going to be quite giving the best way to do it. So we just definitely try to be very careful for the next round for the next season. But it's definitely might be very tough for having a Super GT 500 race to be on a different track, that this is going to be quite very challenging to be on the struggle. This may take some plenty of practice whenever we have to do it. So if we have to try to keep it well careful when we're on the Super GT 500 race for a Group 2 challenge. So this might have to take 16th place to be automatically by having a clean race for having a new record to be in progress. But that was a very good challenging race. But we will always try to be very careful, but there will be having some plenty of few scratches around on every race car that this boat might have to take. So this boat might be having a good earnings, that this boat might have to be stacked up for some more credits. But it was very impressive out there for the top 3 drivers to have a 2008 Nissan GTR. But this is going to be back on the rocks for RCR 29 KHI 33 underscore to have his best win. But this is going to be quite very good to see it. Now, hope I could probably congratulations to him, because he did a very good job to have the best leading opportunity for having a good point for this race by 85. But this is going to be taking some few points that this one might have to be well earned to do it. So good thing DJR 2010 and Bob Will GTU has definitely did a pretty good job for racing for the 2008 Nissan GTR season. It definitely might be quite very impressive to have the best ways to do it. Now, it's definitely might be pretty tough for having a Group 2 race to be at Dragon Trail Gardens. But sometimes it takes plenty of balance that if we have to try to stay focused for having a good clean race. For the next round of the 2019-20 Exhibition Series of the Nations Cup is going to be at WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca for a Porsche 911 Carrera RS Club Sport 1995 for a one-make race. Hope this is going to be quite getting started out to begin, but the practice will always keep on trying. Alright folks, Glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thanks for watching. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. And library block videos are available to watch anytime you want, so this will be the entertainment showcase about different cars with libraries I have been made. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for continuing on in the Nations Cup on Gran Turismo Sport, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay clean.